One-Eyed Gemini here. As you notice, we're doing something a little bit different in the video. There's no green screen behind me. I ain't got no fancy smancy freaking computer whiz doodah day. It's just nature. We're out here at 6, 7 a.m. in the morning going for our morning run. Let's get your boy into shape, you know? Today's video is going to be another life lesson, and it's one that I feel like everybody should learn quickly, as it's becoming more increasingly a problem as time moves on and people kind of lose their way, lose their touch with sanity, lose their touch with logic, and just all in all losing their touch, period. And that lesson being, just because somebody says something you don't agree with, or somebody says something that you hate, or somebody says something that just does not sit right with you, doesn't mean automatically that that person is a bad person. Now, I thought for hours and days and weeks of like, what a good example that I'm going to set for me trying to prove this topic. Like, who's a person out there right now that I can speak with that says stuff that sometimes I don't like, but I still enjoy the guy? And I thought really nice and hard about it. And I got it for you guys. Some of y'all love him, some of y'all really fucking hate him. But the person I'm going to make an example of is my boy Joe Rogan. Now Joe has a lot of good points. Joe has a lot of not so good points. I mean, it's all a matter of opinions. But sometimes Joe says things that I disagree with. Does it make him a bad person? No, I ain't gonna hold him against him. It's a difference of opinions, and everybody's entitled to them. For instance, you guys know how I love Magic the Gathering. Live and breathe that game. It's one of the greatest games of all time, in my opinion. It's better than chess. Now, Joe and Jocko took a stab. If you guys watched the Jocko second interview, very first couple of minutes, him and Jocko take multiple stabs at Magic the Gathering. And how lame it is, and how corny it is, and how useless it is. I love that game. I took it as offense. Does it make me hate Joe? Nah, man, that's him and Jocko's opinion. Even though I love you too, Jocko, it's just a difference of opinion. I appreciate it. The second one that I take offense with, I love all my plus size ladies. I love them to death. Love them. Exclusive thickness badge right here. I don't go beyond my means. I don't go beyond it. I don't go before it. Strictly love for my thick girls. That's just who I am. Joe has very much exclaimed on multiple occasions his view on being overweight and obesity and how it's not healthy and stuff. But might I add, there's actually a heavyweights women's division in Japan. So you can't tell me in any sense, way of the form, that you can't be a big person and you can't be healthy. Me and Joe differ on this opinion. Do I hate Joe and I'm going to stop listening to him because he sometimes kind of fat shames people? Nah, man. It's difference of opinions. Once again, we have a different opinion. Still like him though. But unfortunately, in today's day and age, if somebody says one wrong thing, it doesn't matter if the person had a good track record so far with you, said all the right things to you. As soon as that one person says something wrong, it automatically goes to hate. I hate this guy. It's a different person. What people don't realize is people have opinions, and all people have opinions. It doesn't discredit the person for having an opinion that differs from yours. It doesn't. Getting severely off track because that ADHD riddled brain is just, it's like Swiss cheese in here, man. Anywho, another thing that Joe has said before is that Brendan Schaub has a great stand-up game. Difference of opinion. I think his stand-up comedy is better than his stand-up game. Difference of opinion. Does that make me hate Brendan Schaub or Joe anymore? Nah, man. Brendan, you were made to make podcasts and stuff like that. Your stand-up game wasn't as good as your stand-up comedy. Does that make me hate you guys? No, man. I still love you. Another prime example is when Joe goes to talk about anything BDSM or kink related. It's almost as cringy as possible because the guy, he does his research and stuff and he talks about it, and if he doesn't know that much research, he doesn't talk about it. But hearing him trying to like put himself in the shoes of the kinks that he talks about, it's fucking painful to hear. Do I hate him for it? Nah, man. This is not him. He won't sit there and talk about something that he's not educated in because he's smart. But man, oh man, is it fucking cringy to hear him try to talk about any kink whatsoever. I do understand that sometimes it's just easier just to hate somebody just because it's easier because everybody else is doing it. But it takes a real strong sense of character to kind of stand in the face of that opposition with logic and explain your points thoroughly than it is just to be a black sheep and just to go with the crowd because everybody's hating on Rogan. Fuck it. Jump on the hey, we hate Joe train. In summary, like I said, just because somebody that you like says one thing, a difference of opinion, doesn't mean you just go off and straight hate people for it. That's not how the world works. We're not progressing any further with that kind of mentality or that kind of attitude. And it just so happens if I fucking get lucky and Joe Rogan or somebody that knows Joe reaches out and he ends up seeing this. Hi, Joe. Big fan ever since fucking Fear Factor and that weird stitch you do with the Man Show that I never really got, but dude, you're starting out, so I can't fucking blame you. Could you get Jamie on the show? You have a lot of fucking guests, but like, I really want you to sit across from Jamie so we can like see the face behind the, hey Jamie, can you find that real quick? Hey Jamie, pull that up real quick. Hey Jamie, do that real quick. He's done so much for you, man. Could we get an interview with Jamie? And one more small request of your time. Can you just never have Tom DeLonge on the show anymore? That dude was such a fucking space cadet. It made me almost ashamed to be a Blink-182 fan back in the day. I don't hate him because of the weird shit he says. It just makes it really hard to like him. That's what it is. Think of it like John Jones and that guy. He's just, with all this stuff, like John Jones is an incredible fighter, incredible athleticism, incredible everything. But the shit he does makes it really hard to be his fan. Do I hate him? No. But I would like to watch him do a big old line of cocaine on the weekend and beat DC again. But that's just me. That's just how I am.